Hi, Gene here with today's thought. Today I'm going to give you a little poll update because a couple of new polls, very interesting polls came out. That's why I want to report them now. First, looking at the national picture, Trump is in the Real Clear Politics average of several of the most recent polls. Trump is over Biden by a hair, I guess I would say, 0.8 points, so less than 1 point. On the other hand, the betting averages, he just increased his lead. Trump did over Biden to, I think, almost either 3 points or very close to it. And why I put the stock in the betting polls. Now, remember, they were spectacularly wrong in 2016. They predicted, they were so sure, the bookies, that Hillary Clinton was going to win that they paid out early before the election was even over. And we know what happened. Trump won. So I guess there's a little caveat there, but they usually get it right. And the logic is these betting sites, these are people who actually put up money. So they stand to lose money if they are wrong. So that's why they usually have a pretty good predictive value, and definitely it's worth keeping in mind what they predict or what they're betting. Now, also keep in mind that polls are snapshots of the present, so that's saying what would happen if the election were held to be held today. Obviously, it won't be held till November 2024. Anything could happen, so you always have to keep that in mind. As you get closer and closer to the election, these polls will become more and more predictive. But the two polls I want to cite right now are, well, here's the headline. Polls show Biden losing big to Trump in battleground states. New polling shows President Joe Biden losing to former President Donald Trump in swing states. Trump is up 9 points over Biden in Pennsylvania, according to an Emerson poll conducted early this month. In Michigan this month, a poll commissioned by an in-state consulting firm had Trump up 7 points over Biden. The Pennsylvania data show Trump with 45% support to Biden's 36%. 11% of respondents said they will vote for someone else, and 8% are undecided. In Michigan, Trump had 42% to Biden's 35%. 20% of those asked said they'll vote for someone else, and 3% declined to pick a candidate. So I guess you have to keep that in mind. Neither candidate is over 45%. Is over 50%. So and someone obviously has to get over. Well, not necessarily if you have 30 third parties in there, which actually, and we have, we have the Green Party, Cornel West running on the Green Party ticket. Robert F. Kennedy just announced an independent bid. There's another organization, No Labels, that may field a candidate. So you can win with, when Ross Perot was in the election, when it was Clinton and George Bush Sr. and Ross Perot in the race, Ross Perot took 19% of the vote. So Clinton won with 43% of the vote. Anyways, what's important is these swing states, because we know that most states have, we know how California is going to vote. They're going to vote Democratic. We know that that Texas is going to vote Republican. Anything can happen again, but that you can pretty much, that's the way I would put it that way. But the swing states, that's why they're called swing states, they can go either way. And put it this way, if Trump on election day, if he wins Michigan and Pennsylvania, he wins the presidency. So that's why I thought this was important enough to report, because that is a pretty big lead. I mean, I don't know about the Michigan in-state consulting firm, but there's a website called 538 that rates pollsters, their records and accuracy. And Emerson has an A-. They're almost 80%. They're correct in calling elections 80% of the time, 78% to be exact, if you want me to be exact. So, but even if they're wrong, that is very large. I mean, that has to be outside the margin of error in both polls. So I didn't look up each poll. I didn't actually read the polls. I just read the article. But that's a big warning sign if you're a Democrat, put it that way. And that's my thought for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. We'd love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.